Okay, y'all. I got a story to tell y'all. Let me wait till y'all get in here, cause boy, do I got a story to tell y'all today. Okay, my gosh, Lord only knows, too. What, y'all? This happened yesterday. So I'm finna tell y'all what happened. Okay, let me wait till y'all get in here. And don't forget to like the video, like, comment, and subscribe as well to support the channel. Yes, yes, yes. Some visionary message will be up here. We have a visionary message coming up today, so look forward to that. Okay? But now, this is something different I'm going to try out, alright? Okay? So, yes. I'm gonna start in like a few minutes. I'm gonna wait to let y'all get in here. I'm gonna wait till y'all get in here and see what's up. I really like my hair today, y'all, honestly. It's very different. Usually I try to like pull it up a little bit, but I'll try something a bit different this time or today. Okay. So the title is The Real Life Charlie in the Chocolate Factory Experience, okay? Because I'm about to start telling y'all or sharing y'all my real life spiritual experiences that I've been going through, because this be actually happening. Like, seriously, this actually happens. So definitely, I'm gonna wait till y'all get in here. I'm gonna start the story probably in like what 10 minutes. That sounds good to me. Just about, all right. I don't know. Some of y'all could be really focused on eating healthy eating as well. That could be something very significant, okay? To somebody or someone, all right? More specifically, or someone's here, okay? Spirits of angels, ancestors. Don't let me get started, y'all. Don't get me started, y'all. Stop playing for real, okay? Let's see. I was about to say it again. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm gonna give y'all some more time to get in here, and then I'm gonna start the story, because y'all, this is something so real, like real as shit. Like, I'm not playing. Lord forgive me for my language, but this was some real shit that I experienced yesterday. I gotta remember the name of the place it was. I think it was like the candy, the sugar factory. That's what it was. Oh my gosh, y'all. Let me tell y'all how spirit be everywhere, all times. I'm gonna break it down real simple, like, too. Okay, let's get ready. Okay. Spirits and his ancestors. All right, no, for real. Let me go ahead and say a quick little ordeal, quick little prayer, okay? Spirits and his ancestors, Most High God, thank you so much for being able to channel the messages here today. Also, to be able to experience and live through these experiences. Thank you for always being there with me and through us and through everyone as a whole, as you continue to protect us as we move through life and just our journey simply as a whole, okay? Thank you so much for Source, Spirit, Angels, Ancestors, Most High God. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Love you. Amen and Ashe. Spirit, Angels, Ancestors. Stop playing with them. My body and soul. Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Father, Son, and Spirit as one. Period. Stop playing with them. Y'all better stop playing with my daddy. What? All right, we're about to go ahead and reach. We're reaching 5 minutes here real soon. So I'm gonna wait till a few more of y'all get in this chat here. Yeah, I've been working. I don't know why my communication. I don't know. Sometimes it's like so hard for me to like speak words. Sometimes, like what? Like when I write stuff down, it's so much easier for me to write stuff down than it is for me to speak it. So I feel like this actually will really help me kind of even like improve or get better on like my public speaker, or just in general speaking to a general audience as a whole, okay? Because I know that's probably why some people don't really watch my readings, because of like the way that I speak or like my speech etiquette. So I've really been working on that, okay? So no shade, okay? But without a doubt, without further ado, we're gonna get into the mess. We're gonna get into the story, okay, y'all? So, yes, y'all, what? Okay, wait, I think I wanna wait. I wanna wait a little bit more. Wait. Let's see. Hey. Hey, y'all. Come say hey. Don't be scared. Come say hey. What? Hey. Yeah, I do look good today. I'm sorry. I know it's not about me, but I did the dang thing, especially with my hair. I'm very happy with how this turned out, honestly. Okay. This is an ancestors. Take another drink of water because I know I've been needing to drink more water myself, y'all. And I've been having like a stuffy nose recently, like for a while now. Like it's really getting out of hand at this point. Like I go blow my nails, stuffy nose, and it's still stuffed. Like what's going on? And my body has been telling me to drink more water recently, so I'm gonna go ahead and listen to my body when it tells me to do something. Because that's obviously what I need to do, okay? Yes. Hooray. Hip hip hooray. Alright, what else am I talking about, y'all? Yeah, I'm just gonna get into the story, honestly. Like, that's what I wanted to talk to y'all about. That's when it was so on my mind, like, when I was there yesterday, that I had to, like, it stayed on my conscience, it was heavy on my conscience, like, literally. And I'm not saying I didn't have no guilty conscience or nothing, but it was like I had to speak about this. I had to someone had to hear this experience or hear this story, okay? Story time. Really. Ooh. And I also got another little elf bar yesterday, y'all. Because I know I gotta work on stop smoking, but I used to smoke cigarettes, so I feel like that's at least like, I don't know. It's so wild because elf bars literally are like, these vape pens are usually worse than actually like smoking fugs or like cigarettes and stuff like that. So I feel like I'm on the right track to some extent, somewhat, right? Okay. Alright, John, 3 more minutes until I start the story. Story time with Tay, 3 more minutes, okay? So y'all better get in here, get y'all seats, get y'all popcorn, smoke y'all weed, okay? Whatever it is that you do, come in here and enjoy it. Enjoy yourselves, okay? Yes. So, real life experience, spiritual experience, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, real life experience here, okay? So y'all, yesterday, I kid you wrong, I can't make this up, I kid you not. So, yesterday I went out, and I was actually going to go to what I thought was like a grilled cheese spot, right? Because I was gonna get Grubhub, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to get Grubhub. I want to go there. I want to like experience the whole adventure and everything. Okay. So I ended up doing that. I got cute. Well, I thought I felt cute, so I was like, yeah, might as well just take myself out. So I did that. So I ended up being. I ended up going to Denny's, okay? It was not a grilled cheese spot, it was Denny's. And y'all know those little grilled cheese, like, y'all know those, like, grilled cheese, melts that they have, okay? So it was literally titled The Meltdown on the Grubhub app, okay? So I'm thinking, bet, like, okay, yes, we're about to go get some grilled cheese from this grilled cheese spot called The Meltdown. Okay, right across the street, right downtown. And it's gonna be great. Like, I'm gonna have a swell time, right? Or whatever, right? Okay, so I get there. I called my Lyft, okay? Got my Lyft. We're headed there, right? We're headed downtown. Like, I think maybe 2-3 minutes, a little less, a little more than half. I think a little less than halfway there. I like look at my app. And I'm like, where are we going? Like, what? We're supposed to be going to a grilled cheese restaurant. And y'all, mind you, I'm so excited to get this grilled cheese. Like, I'm telling my Uber driver, like, yes, I'm about to go to this grilled cheese spot. He's like, what grilled cheese spot? I was like, you never heard of this grilled cheese spot downtown? Like, I swear, I could have sworn I knew what I was talking about. Like, I knew what I was talking about. So, I was like, yeah, it's downtown. It's called The Meltdown. You ain't never heard of this? And he was like, no. And I asked how long he's been in San Antonio. And he was like, oh, I've been in San Antonio my whole life. I was like, you never heard of this grilled cheese spot? He's like, no, I have no idea what you're talking about. And he was like, it sounds good though. He was like, especially when you could put like, turkey and like stuff in there. And I was like, yes, that's exactly what I was looking for. Like, yes, I'm about to have a good time, like a blast, and eat some grilled cheese. Like, what? So a little more than halfway there, I look at my I said my Uber app, my Lyft app or whatever, and it's headed towards this address. So I go ahead on Grubhub and I look at the address for The Meltdown, right? Because at this point, I'm not knowing it's Denny's yet, right? I'm still thinking that it's The Meltdown, this grilled cheese spot, right? So I'm going to Grubhub. I go on to Grubhub and I look at the address, and it's the wrong address, okay? So I'm like, okay, that's cool, that's fine. I can update the address, right? I can change the address, like midway there, that's fine, no biggie. It was right down the street, so it was only like an extra $4 or $5, okay? So no biggie. So we get there, and I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and change the address. So I do that, and I'm like, all right, now we're back on the right track. We're on the right track now, okay? Hold on, y'all. My nose, like what? I like our lives because I could just be me. And I don't really have to like, I mean, I can be me regardless, but like I try to keep it professional when I do my tarot, when I do my readings for the most part. Yeah, I know me. So, meanwhile, we're on our way there, and I see the big ass Denny's sign. And I'm like, where are we going? Like, I was like, The Meltdown's gotta be like around, like behind the Denny's or something. Like, I didn't see a sign anywhere, but I was like, oh, it's gotta be behind the Denny's or something. Like, this can't be real, right? So we get there and it ends up being Denny's, right? And I'm like, how the heck did I end up at Denny's? So I ended up getting out. I was like, I'm just gonna Denny's. Might as well. I get there, and right when I walk in the door, there's like a little sign on the side. I kid you not. There's like a little sign on the side that says The Meltdown Grilled Cheese by Denny's. So I'm out there by myself, nonetheless. Like, I kid you not, like, I'm reading the sign. Like, I'm just out there reading the sign. I'm like, dang, okay, well, this The Meltdown, like, I guess it's the spot. Like, this is where I'm gonna eat. So I was like, I still wanted to get the grilled cheese. That didn't change. Hey y'all, what's up? Make sure you like the video when I come in. But I still wanted to get the grilled cheese sandwich, right? So I ended up getting the grilled cheese, or I didn't end up getting the grilled cheese there. I went inside Denny's, and there was like nobody there in Denny's. Okay, it was just me. So I had my mind set on this grilled cheese sandwich for reals. And so I'm like, okay. So I get in Denny's and I go sit down or whatever. And the girls in there, they're real cool, okay? They was real cool. They was working in there. They was really cool. Like they were like, you could just sit anywhere, okay? I wanted to charge my phone and stuff like that and things like that. So I sat in the certain section, where I could charge my phone. They had like a little outlet, so I wanted to charge my phone. So I sat there for a while and I thought about it, and I was like, girl, I don't want no Denny's. Well, I really don't want Denny's right now, okay? It was just not the vibe, all right? I wasn't feeling it, period, So, which is funny because y'all gotta wait till later on in the story, because I still ended up getting my grilled cheese regardless, okay? But later on in the story, so I sat down for, I felt it out. I sat on the other side because I don't know, I like to be by myself. I like to be, I don't really like to be surrounded by too many people all the time, especially like when I'm out and about. It just depends. But I really just wanted to like eat by myself that day, like in my own area. So I sat on the other side, but then I ended up moving to where everybody else was because I was like, you know what, whatever. Like, I don't want to make a big deal of things. Like, I don't want to make it seem like I'm this like huge, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how people are, just because you want to do something, they're gonna make you, it makes them feel some type of way, okay? So I wanted to go ahead and like, just wash that out the water, you know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and get rid of that. So I ended up just moving up to where everybody else was, charging my phone for a bit. I got the menu, and even before the waitress came, I was like, yeah, okay, I'm just gonna go somewhere else. And it's so funny, y'all, because while I was sitting down in Denny's, out the window, I kid you not, I seen another person, another guy, another young dude, right? Kind of like my age, college student type age or type vibes, right? Walking across the street. He had a boot on his foot too. So I was not the only one out there walking around with a boot on my foot. So I took that as a sign. I was like, you know what, let me go explore, like let me go somewhere else. Like let me, you know, try something else, try something different, all right? So that's what I did, okay? So I left Denny's, I was like, thank you, you know. I had a few interactions like with the waitresses there. They were really cool, super cute. Yeah, they were cute. They were super cute. But it was a really cool experience. They were really cool with it. And I was like, all right, thank y'all so much. And I just ended up walking downtown, okay? So I'm walking downtown, all right, and I found this place called the Sugar Factory. That's what it's called. I want to say the Sugar Rush or the Sugar Quarters. What? No, I found this place called the Sugar Factory, okay? And I'm like, oh, this sounds so good. This place looks so good. Like, they had like, I just didn't even know. Like, it just looked really good. The food looked really good. They had like colorful dishes and stuff like that. So I walk there, right? I walk to where the GPS is taking me, right? To this place called Sugar Factory. And I get there and there's like no sign that says the Sugar Factory, first and foremost. So I'm not only am I walking around with a boot, but I'm trying to find this place that I have never been and I have no idea what I'm talking about, right? So we get there, I get to the Sugar Factory, and I figure out where it's at, okay? I actually asked some people, right? I asked one person, and as soon as this one person tried to act like I wasn't even visible or I wasn't there, I was like, you know what? I'm not talking to nobody else for the remainder of the time that I'm out here, okay? I already made that decision up and then made my mind up about that. So I went to the Sugar Factory. I ended up finding it myself, and I walked downstairs. It was downstairs. It was like, because the Riverwalk, I went to the Riverwalk. It's like a Riverwalk downtown or whatnot. So it was like down by the Riverwalk, but it was a little bit above the Riverwalk. So I had to go down a set of flight of stairs, across the bridge, and then on the left-hand side, I passed like a Hooters, and then I found it, the Sugar Factory. Now, wait, y'all. Wait a minute. Really? Wait. So by the time I got there, I had no idea what to expect, right? I was not expecting, it was really like Willy Wonka. Like, I literally cannot make this up. Like, really, okay? So there was like a bunch of young people there, like working there, like a bunch of like young people working there, and I guess it was like newly open. It was only open for what, like about 5 to 6 months till then. So it was like freshly, like it was like a fresh, brand new like spot here, and I didn't know that. So I go in, right, and they asked me where I wanted to sit, and like it looked like it was a space literally specifically for parties, okay? So I didn't want to sit at a booth. I didn't want to sit on the table because tables were like all out in the open. And so I was like, she was like, you can sit at the bar. I was like, okay, yeah, I'll sit at the bar. All right, no problem. Like, it was good vibes when I went in there. You know, somebody had like a little birthday party going on in the back. So I immediately felt out of place. Like, what am I doing here? Excuse me. What am I doing here by myself? You know what I'm saying? They got a birthday party going on. But whatever, I'm gonna go to the bar. They had a phone charger there, so I plugged my phone up at the bar, and I I got a water for the time being. And, you know, it took me some time to like feel out the energy. You know what I mean? It took me some time to like, you know, just be okay. You know, especially with just me being by myself. Like, it was cool. Like, I wasn't like looking for no like. It was just me. You know what I'm saying? So I sat at the bar, plugged my phone in. Bartender comes over. I'm like the bartender. Ooh, you're looking at me. I like the okay. Bartender was cute, y'all. She was like, she wasn't a girly girl. She was like a masculine girl. And y'all know I love me some masculine. I like all types of masculine energies. Okay, and she was like a masculine girl, and she was so cute. So she came over. I'm not gonna say I like all types of masculine energies, but her specifically, I was really like I like her vibe. I was really liking her vibe. Okay, she was really cool. So, you know, she came over and, you know, she was just kicking in with me. She was like, hey, I was like, yeah, I've never been here before. Like, I had no idea what to expect from this place, right? So when I get in there, it's like I said, it's like polka dot pink. Like, there's like pink confetti, like pink polka dots everywhere, y'all. Like, the seats are pink. Like, the silverware, like the handkerchief that silverware comes in, it's all pink. Right? So it's pink everywhere. So it's like, oh, excuse me, 1 second, y'all. So it's like, it's almost like I was meant to like find that place, strangely enough. Like, weirdly, oddly enough. So I found my way there and I sat down. And there's like a big menu of drinks, right? Now these drinks are like you can get them non-alcoholic or you can get them alcoholic, all right, drinks, all right. So they're like y'all. I had no, I'm telling you, I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I just wanted to go out and get a grilled cheese. I'm not playing. Like, all jokes aside, that's all I wanted to do was just get a grilled cheese sandwich, okay? So, actually, which is funny enough, they ended up having grilled cheese on their menu. Like, like what? They had grilled cheese still, okay? So, I ended up getting my grilled cheese there, okay? But about what? 20 to 30 minutes like that I got there and I sat down, I could already like notice or feel people like just staring at me, truthfully and honestly. Like I already like felt it, you know. I already was like getting that vibe. Like people were like moving around me, like it was weird. Like it was odd. Like people like they were working harder. I don't even know. Like they were like making. It was weird. It was a very weird experience. It was strange, but I didn't think nothing of it. Obviously, I could feel. I felt the vibe. I felt the energy, but I didn't think nothing of it. You know what I mean? Because honestly, like I'm used to it at that point. And so you know, people started just moving or maneuvering around me or like coming around me or like I could tell that you know the hostess at the front desk, you know, they were like eyeballing me like from time to time, but I was just focused on the bartender because me and the bartender were actually having like a really good decent conversation. Okay, so she was telling me a little bit about the place, y'all. They had like flat screen TVs on the top here, right above the bar, so you can look up there, but they wasn't really playing anything. They was just playing I guess like what's the word, like advertisements for the restaurant and whatnot here. They had like Pauly D, and the thing is, y'all, which is so funny, is like I could have sworn I've seen this like the restaurant before, but I've never gone to it. I could have sworn I've seen it on like social media or somewhere, but it never clicked to me. Like it didn't make like, you know what I mean? You know when you know like something, but it just doesn't like resonate right then and there. It doesn't like come to, it doesn't click. So that's like how it was, honestly. And so yeah, they had like DJ Pauly D like at like different restaurants, and so I asked them. I was like, "Oh, it was like okay," or I had told the bartender, I was like, "I could have sworn I seen like this restaurant somewhere." She's like, "Oh yeah, this is like a worldwide kind of like joint, like very popular place." I was like, "Oh really?" They're like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay," because I'm like seeing on the TVs and stuff. They got like models and stuff like that, like. I'm telling y'all, like the whole 9 yards, like a real life Willy Wonka, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I'm not playing. So and it's I say that and it's funny because they were all like youthful, you know, like young, like my age, I guess you would say, or kind of like college, early to mid to late teens. Even the manager who I saw, she was like even young, maybe I want to say early 30s, late 20s, I want to say. I mean, I'm not in there judging people by how young they are. It's just it's just how I saw them, you know. It's just what I saw. So I'm sitting there, we're cooling, right? So when I get in there, they're playing like old music, like old oldies, like old school music, you know what I'm saying? And so after this one song, I forget the song that they were playing. After this one song, there's like one slow jam that they played. Y'all, I cannot make this up. The music, like they like they blast, they was bumping, like they blasted, like the music, let's just think, the music was on like level 2 when I walked in there originally, right? Let's just say it like that. The music was like on level 2, okay? As soon as that one song stopped playing, I'm telling you, I don't know who had the aux or who had the Bluetooth, the DJ, but whoever did, they turned that music all the way up to at least like 12. I'm telling you, it was like that big of a difference. It went from like a 2 to a 12, like instantly. So like my ears were like ringing, honestly, right? But it was cool though because it was, I guess it was someone's birthday, right? So there was a birthday party going on, and I wasn't, you know, I really didn't pay attention, but like, hey, it's y'all birthday, so you know, I'm gonna turn up with y'all, you know, I'm gonna have, you know, good energy, good vibes, happy birthday or whatever. So you know, they start blasting music. They start playing like Drake. They start playing like stuff like that, like different things like that. And you know, I just found it very strange how the music changed as soon as I entered the room. You know, that's all I'm saying, okay? And so as that happened, you know, and I didn't even say anything. When I originally went in there, I didn't really speak to anyone except for I just wanted to get a grilled cheese sandwich. Okay, that was my goal. My goal was to go in there, see what they had to eat, so I could get in there and get out. Okay, a little bit halfway in there, I was still like trying to decide if I wanted to get a drink or not, okay? Because I didn't really want to get a drink. Like, I didn't want to drink. I got a sweet tea at first, actually, all right? But then I saw that these drinks were non-alcoholic as well. So I was like, okay, well, I asked the bartender. I was like, I was gonna say the waitress, but I asked the bartender, and I was like, hey, like, are these all alcoholic or non-alcoholic drinks? And they were like, yeah, you can get them like juice. They're like juices. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do that then. Yeah, these drinks were like, I'm telling you, these drinks were expensive. These drinks were like $60 a drink. Like, I didn't even know what I was getting myself into, okay? Not that the price matters, but to me it does. Like, I'm gonna check the price. Like, what? I don't care. I don't care. So, I got the drink, right? And mind y'all, on the menu, right? The drinks do not even look that big or the size that they are, okay? They look like regular like drinks where you can hold them like this, you know, like wine cups where you can just sip, like fit in between your fingers and sip. No, y'all, I'm telling y'all, big bowl, big old bowl, big bowl, okay? Big bowl, I'm telling y'all, okay? I didn't know what I was getting myself into. So meanwhile, like while I got this drink, I got like the gummy worm magic, or like the magic gummy worm drink or something like that. It was really good. They had like y'all know those peach rings. They had like those candies inside of them. Yeah, the drink was really good. It was like it was sublime, I must say. And so, you know, I'm sitting there, like, I'm getting a drink, you know, I'm talking, trying to, like, make conversation, but at the same time, like, I'm checking my phone, like, looking at school and stuff like that. So the whole time I'm there, I can feel, I'm like, filling out the energy. I can feel the energy. I'm feeling the energy, right? And so it's like, I feel like people are like, you know, they're wanting to talk to me, but they're like not saying anything. And I just feel like that's the strangest thing ever. Like, really, like, I know that, like, you can come talk to me. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I talk to people all the time. I try to, you know, just go to someone and talk to them. But these people literally, it wasn't the bartender, because me and the bartender were really just having, you know, I guess it was because she was who she was, you know, what is it? She was serving me, or I was who she was serving, is what I'm trying to say more specifically. But y'all, so we get in there more than halfway. I cannot make this up. So the music starts going boom, boom, boom. And so some of the men waiters, right? Okay, some of the men, y'all, so I'm wearing, let me tell you what I was wearing, actually. So I'm wearing like a gray tee with like some gray shorts, right? But my gray shorts are high and my gray tee is long. So it kind of looked like I was wearing, you know, like a long t-shirt with nothing underneath, but I did have gray sweat shorts under, okay? So I was wearing like a sweatsuit, all right, with my bag. I looked cute, I felt cute, but I wasn't doing too much, you know what I mean? So I wasn't expecting it. I was trying to be like incognito. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, just go and get my grilled cheese and go back out. So I was actually really happy that they ended up having grilled cheese on the menu, because either way, which is so funny, either way through all of this, I ended up getting my grilled cheese, okay? Which I was really happy about, okay? So a little bit, you know, when I came out with my grilled cheese, all right, I sat at the bar, and it was so strange, y'all, because I can't say this enough. I was not trying to make a scene whatsoever. I was not trying to make it seem like anything. I was just going there by myself, doing my thing, y'all, right? So it looked like a full freaking, like, I can't make it looked like a full freaking platter. And then the bowl drink made it worse. Like, it made it so much, it made it so much, like, much bigger deal than what I was trying to make it, like, honestly. And so I was like, well, dang, well, I might as well just, you know, I didn't know what to think, honestly, at first. Like, when I got there and they brought everything, they brought the grilled cheese. I got grilled cheese with some fries. And I was stuck between the fries and the fruit, because I was gonna order grilled cheese with fries or fruit, and I couldn't make up my mind. So I ended up just getting the fries. And so I'm sitting there, and they came out with the food, you know, and I seen the manager, and I knew she was the manager because she was wearing a different uniform that everybody else. She had a little laptop on the side. You know what I mean? And so like I make sure I say hi, I speak, especially to the manager, that's her shop, so I want to speak, I want to say hey, you know what I mean? You know how that goes. And so, it was a really cool shop, it was a really dope restaurant, a really nice spot. So I'm like, hey, and she's like, hey, like whatever, like she's not trying to start no conversation or whatever, I'm not gonna say she shade or nothing. But it was like a high and by type thing. Like she was busy. Even though there wasn't really too many people in there, I could tell that she was on the move, that she was a little bit busy, okay? So I gave her the benefit of the doubt. And she just went on and did her own thing, all right? So before I started eating, now these men waiters, okay, these men waiters, all right. Now these guys specifically, these dudes specifically, okay, they would like come over to me and like act like they were working on something, and like I would try not to look at them, I wouldn't want to show them anything. What's up, bro? What's up? I didn't want to. How you been? Hold on. What's up, bro? So these men waiters came over to me, right? And I didn't show them no attention, right? And so like I could tell that they were, just trying to get a reaction out of me. Like they would come over trying to make their presence known and like move away. And then like when the music started playing, like they started like singing along, which was cool. Like they were doing their thing. Like the music's playing. Like I'm having a good time. I'm feeling the vibe. I'm feeling the energy. Right. This is a real life Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, Willy Wonka. Bro, like my video, like the live. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. But this is a real life Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. So literally they're coming over, okay, well they're not coming over, right? They're kind of like off to the side over there, like singing along, listening to the music, jamming, whatever. And I'm like, okay, cool, okay. Now there's this one individual guy, okay, one dude, right? And he's not dressed up. He's dressed in like regular, regular everyday wear. He's got a t-shirt, some jeans, some pants, right? Apparently he worked there, but I didn't figure that out until later on, okay? He sat at the bar next to me, maybe like a few seats over, but he sat at the bar next to me. And then there was like a group of like, not that color matters or anything, but there was like a group of four people. They were white people. They were, not that it matters, but I'm gonna say it. But there was like a group of like four white folks sitting to the left of me here. Okay, maybe two older guys and like two older women together. But nobody really like said anything to me. Okay, like I knew people wanted to talk to me or speak to me, but nobody spoke or said a single word to me until the dude to my right, the one that worked there, black dude, kind of like, I'm pretty sure he was around my age, had to have been, maybe a little bit older. But I had asked him, I was like, I asked him if he worked here or whatnot. I was like, or I asked him if he was from San Antonio, if he knew like any spots around here, stuff like that. Just trying to network, communicate, just talk to people and stuff like that. And, he was like, yeah, I'm from San Antonio. I was like, oh, okay, because really the only city I know in San Antonio is Converse, Texas. That's kind of like where I moved to, like where my family like welcomed me to, or like moved areas. So he was like, oh yeah, he was like, that's where I stay, that's where I live. I'm like, okay, cool. He's like, yeah, Converse area. He was like, it's pretty cool. He's like, there's a lot of stuff to do. Turns out this guy is like a hookah lounge promoter. Okay, so we get the conversating. He's like a hookah hound. He's just like a promoter or whatnot. And he's like, yeah, I work at this hookah, or I own this hookah lounge, or I promote this hookah lounge, something like that, And I'm like, okay, cool. Like we're vibing, I'm telling him a little bit of like what I do, where I was from, stuff like that. Not so much about what I do, but like where I told him like I was kind of new here. I was relatively new to San Antonio or whatnot. So we're like talking, right? So I don't know if this guy is hitting on me or if he's just being a homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not sure. So I didn't really know what vibe to give off. I was in my bad energy, okay? Period, though, because I was by myself. I was in my femininity. I was feeling myself. But I wasn't being like an asshole to nobody or anything like that, all right? So I was just kind of like keeping to myself. But honestly, like, he kind of broke the ice a little bit. He did, because, when we started, cool and talking, I was like, okay, yeah, no, he's cool. So, I started talking to him like, like he's the bro, like, you know what I mean? So, we're starting to conversate, and like midway through our conversation, like he completely removes himself from our conversation and like goes completely and talks to like a whole other group, like the hostess that he like works with, right? He didn't want to introduce me or nothing, which I didn't have no problem with, right, at all. But at the same time, I could tell there was another manager there, and this manager was wearing a suit, and he was staring at me the whole time. Like I would catch him kind of like, it was more of like his body positioning. You know what I'm saying? Like his body positioning was like, facing me, So I know that he wanted to speak to me or say something. Nope, didn't say nothing the whole time. So I got my grilled cheese, I got my little bowl, my big bowl juice, right? That shit was so good. I can't make this up. And the music is going, right? Everyone's partying and stuff like, well, not really partying, but everyone's just having a good energy, good time. There was a birthday party going on and stuff like that. So, they came out with like a little, when you go out, you say it's your birthday, they give you like a little s'mores or something, then they do like the happy birthday. I started clapping along, singing happy birthday with them, you know what I'm saying? All good energy. And so like midway through, a little more than halfway through, hey girl, what's up? A little more than halfway through, I could tell the energy started to change. I could sense the energy was a little shifty a little bit. It was shifting. It was more of like, it turned from like, everybody, moving, just meeting each other, having a good time, to like people like, I was gonna say battling each other. I don't know, but it was like, then they started to want to like compete with me or something like that. And meanwhile, y'all, literally, I'm just sitting at the bar wanting to get this grilled cheese. Like I'm not doing nothing. I'm talking to the bartender and trying to eat my grilled cheese and my wedges. Okay, that's it. And so my fries. And so I noticed it. I noticed the energy was changing, and like, they all knew each other because they all worked at the same, chocolate factory, Willy Wonka chocolate factory. They all worked there, right? And I'm gonna assume that they hang out, because I asked, I was like, what's some good hangout spots? And they're like, oh, you really want to hang out? You want to go out? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can go out. Like, we go out every day, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, okay, y'all know me. Like, I don't really go out like that. Like, I like to go out. I will go out. You know what I'm saying? But recently, within the past years, I haven't really gotten the opportunity to just go out like that. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm hesitant. I am. I'm like, okay, I don't know you, but I'm still not going to say, no, I won't go out. You know what I'm saying? I'm down to get to know you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, like I'll be down. I'll be down to go out sometime. And so, dude that I'm talking to, the hookah lounge promoter or whatnot, he has like, this is one white boy that's next to him. And then there's another dude next to him that they're like conversating with, partying. And so the dude that's a hookah lounge promoter, he's like, yeah, let me get a shot for her so I can get her to take her clothes off. Like loud. I'm talking loud and proud. Like nobody cared. I'm like, wait, what? Did nobody hear what this dude just said? Like, am I the only one that heard this? Like, what? Couldn't be me. So he was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? He was like, let me get a shot for her so she can take her clothes off for me later. And I'm like, where are we? Like, literally, where are we? I'm so confused. So I'm minding my business, I let him do what he does. And so, the music changes. And like, as the music changes, like, I can feel like the vibration starting to shift and change. Like, I can tell like this dude is like, okay, he's clearly not fucking with my energy. So I'm just gonna stay. So I'm just gonna stay in my lane and like, finish doing what I was doing. Okay. At this point, I was talking to him. I talked to the bartender. We was talking about things, and I told her I do tarot, or I have a YouTube channel, this, that, and the other. I'm also like an influencer, spiritual influencer. That's like the path that I'm going down. But then I was like, I'm also in school, so it's like I'm trying to balance like a bunch of things at the same time. Trying to have like a regular ordeal conversation, a regular conversation, okay? And so this dude, like, I mean, it's cool. Like, it was nothing. It was just very odd. Like, the energy was so strange. Like, I had to speak about this because it was something that I had really never experienced before. And I was telling the bartender the whole time, I was like, I was not expecting this whatsoever when I came in here at all. I was not expecting this experience because it was like, on the right-hand side, it was like the young folks. And then on my left-hand side, it was like the older, like, more mature folks. And then these are the people that are like, like, I could just feel like they were like into like more business minded, okay, than, the youth, I guess you would say. I mean, he was business minded because he's a freaking, he was a hookah lounge promoter, right? So we ended up exchanging Instagram information, right? I ended up getting the bartender's Snap because I was like, I'd be down to hang out sometime for sure, with y'all, y'all, that was cool, they matched my energy, they matched my vibe. I didn't get a chance to talk to everybody, just because there was just a lot going on in the chocolate factory, and it was just a lot to kind of like, take in, but it was cool. I was having a good time. I was telling the bartender, I was like, I'm glad I came out. Like, I'm glad I came to the Sugar Factory or whatever it's called. I forget the name of it, but I'm glad, I'm glad that I actually, made my way out here and whatnot, and had this conversation, met the people, whatnot. And bada boom, bada bing, shabang, shaboom. Okay, we exchanged Snapchat because I was like, yeah, if you want to hang out sometime, like I'd be so down. She was like, oh yeah, like I fuck with your vibe, yeah, I'd be down to do that. Just let me know. So it's Friday today. Yesterday I added them on Snapchat. I added her on Snapchat. She added me back. Now this dude followed me on Instagram. Okay, he followed me on Instagram, and I followed him back. And then y'all tell me why he tried to unfollow me. Like what, girl? I'm deceased at this point, y'all, because I don't know what they was expecting or what he was expecting of anything, right? Because I would have been down, honestly. Like, I was like, if you wanted to hang out, because I had to get another little bar. I had to get another elf bar. So I had asked where the closest vape shop was, right? So I was like, I would be down. I would have been down. I asked him what he was doing later in the chocolate factory, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a huge, it's so funny because I'm telling you, it was like confetti. It was like confetti everywhere. It was such a very specific experience, I must say. So I ended up getting the tab, he bought me a shot, right? He bought another girl shot, but he didn't buy me a shot, right? And I was just waiting. I was waiting to see if he was gonna buy me a shot or give me a shot. He didn't. So that was another video. I was like, okay, like there's no point of me being here anymore. I really like I took in the experience. Nobody's really speaking to me. No one's really, other than the bartender, the dudes, just a bunch of dudes over there looking at me. Like, and then they start playing music, like like dancing, and then I'm starting to get loose a little bit, feeling the energy. So I'm starting to shimmy, shimmy, snap, shimmy, shimmy, snap, you know what I'm saying? Do a little rolling, okay? So I'm having a good time feeling the energy, right? Okay, so, nobody, like I said, so nobody was like really, going up to me or, speaking to me. So I was like, all right, I guess it's time for me to go now, all right? So I get my little to-go container. I pay for my little meal. I spoke with I was really feeling the bartender's vibe, I must say. She was really a dope and very, very, very cool. And she added me on Snapchat and she added me back, like, and she didn't unadd me, okay? So there's that. And so, like, I really felt like there was that kind of, like, parallelism, you know what I mean? It was very strange. It was a very weird experience, but it was very cool nonetheless to say. So I, in the story, so I ended up paying for my tab. That was that. I ended up, I sat there for a little bit, kind of just chilling, taking in the energy a little bit more. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and skedaddle. I asked the bartender if she knew like where the closest vape shop was so I can get another little elf bar. She's like, yeah, there's probably one like downtown or something. And so I'm like, okay, cool. Like I'll hit you up someday or like hit me up whenever. So I'm actually looking forward to, kind of, her messaging me or maybe, us linking up again or some sort because, it was a really cool energy. I wouldn't mind hanging out with her. But, yeah, yo, that was my experience of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory real life, okay? It was really a dope time, honestly. So I really hope y'all enjoyed the story time, this experience with the D at the end, the experienced. Okay, so I'm gonna actually start doing these more. The more experiences that I have, like the more things that I come across and like I actually notice that are like heavy on my intuition or my conscience, I'm gonna just start putting it out there, okay? I'm gonna start doing these more, all right? I hope y'all enjoy it. Thank y'all so much for joining the live. Also, stay tuned for, look forward to or stay tuned to my visionary messages or my visionary message that'll be up soon here today as well. And yeah, y'all, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to Princetem. I'll see you next time. Bye. Okay, bye.